this is Kelly and I am ready to chat. First of all, have you noticed the different background? This is back to the original background, well, one of the original backgrounds, but I love this background. It was in the old videos. You were turned this way and it was kind of like the table and the chairs, and not the chairs, there was never any chairs, the table and the lamp and everything, but now we're back to this because I missed this, and I was going back and watching some of my old videos and they were sitting in front of this and I missed it. So I'm like, you know what, for 2020 I'm going to go back to the old video background. So enough of that. Today's video is all about my 2020 goals, and you voted on this on Instagram, things that you wanted to see, and I have them right here. I have 2 writing goals, 4 reading goals, and 1 personal goal. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with my writing goals. Now, like I said, I only had 2. For writing, I want to write, some years I'm real strict. Some years I'm like, I'm going to write 1,700 words every day, or I'm going to write 1,000 words every day, or I'm going to do this every day. And I just got burned out so bad doing it that way. So I am going to try something different this year. I'm not going to worry about word counts. I'm not going to worry about anything like that. I'm going to I'm going to focus on 2 specific things. One is I want to write 2 books. And I want to put 4 books out, but I want to write 2 because 2 of them are pretty much already written. One of them is written. One of them, What Rachel Did, which is a middle grade horror story, and it's coming out in March. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for you guys to see the cover. It is so pretty. So pretty. Oh my gosh. It is pretty. It's pretty to me. Some people might not think it's pretty, and those people would be wrong. We are going to, that's coming out in March. Also, my light's dimming on this side. I'm sorry. So if the lighting's got bad, I'll have to charge that. So that book's coming out in March. I also have a book that's almost finished. It's a young adult paranormal, and it's almost finished. And I have like 5,000 to 10,000 more words to do for it to be finished. So I'm going to have it come out next year too. Also, well, 2020. Also, that means that I need to write 2 books. Now, I'm going to write, I have planned what I want to write. One of them is Never Trust a Demon, which is book 2 in the series, which if you watched the last video on why authors don't finish series, it's, yeah, I'd sigh. Thank you for leaving your comments. I truly appreciate it. So yes, I will be putting that book out. It's tentatively scheduled to come out in September. Be looking for that. And also, my middle daughter pitched me an idea for another middle grade paranormal book, and I think it's awesome. And I'm going to be writing that for you guys and for her, and it's hopefully going to come out next year too. We will see in 2020. I'm not real sure when this video is going to go up. So if it's like January 1st, I'm like, yes, next year. And you're going to be like, that's 2021, lady. So back to that point. 4 book releases in 2020, and I have to write 2 of those. The second writing goal is to make decisions and stick to them. Y'all, I have the hardest time doing this. I'm always going back and forth and back and forth. And should do this, should do this. It's tiring. It's literally tiring, and I'm so over it. Which is, if you watched my Why Authors Don't Finish series, it was actually really nice to just talk about it because I got it all out of my system. And actually made me decide what my 1 word's going to be for the year, and one of my writing goals, which is to make a decision about things and stick to it. I'm going to make a decision about genre. I'm going to make a decision about publishing. I'm going to make a decision, and I'm going to be gung-ho about it, and I'm going to stop second-guessing everything because, oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. It's frustrating for me, and I know it's frustrating for you. So that's my goal. Let's hope it happens. I have 4 reading goals for 2020. One is to read 50 books. This is the same goal I had this year. on Goodreads was to read 50 books. I ended up reading 42 books. 41 or 42. I think 42. And I'm okay with that, but I really want to try to hit the 50 next year. So, fingers crossed. Had a bit of a reading slump this year, but 50 books. 50 books. Number 2 is I want to read more middle grade and adult. If you look at my bookshelf, it is mainly young adult. And that's fine. I love reading young adult. But I'm starting to write more middle grades. Of course, I need to read more middle grade. And I would like to read more adult things too. I've been kind of doing that more at the end of 2019, is reading more adult horror and adult paranormal and just adult romance and more adult things. And my problem is I have a hard time finding recommendations on it, and I'll go to the bookstore and it's like all turned and you always see spines and I get kind of overwhelmed. So if you know any really good adult paranormal or just your favorite adult books, let me know in the comments so I can get some recommendations for those. Also, number 3 is I want to promote books that I love. I've been doing this more on Instagram, but any book that I'm reading and I'm loving it, I want to post pictures of it on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram if you want to. It's Kelly Martin Author. I want to have more pictures of it. It'll usually be on stories. I want to have more videos about book recommendations for you to read. And I just want to promote and tell you more about awesome books that I've read that I think you'll like too. Also, my last one is I want to have a monthly wrap-up on my channel. I've never really done that before. I've had like, this is what happened, you know, in different times, and I've had like writing vlogs and stuff like that. But I want to have a dedicated video every month to a wrap-up of the month. How much I've written, where my books are in progress, what books I've read, what books you should read, and things like that. So those are my 4 reading goals. And my one personal goal is, this is very embarrassing, but I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but I tend to have an accent. I know, surprise to me too. My sister found out that we have something called an Appalachian English accent. Now, you might be saying, oh, you just sound Southern. Oh, you just sound like you're from Tennessee. Even in Tennessee, even in the South, I have an accent. Like, people make fun of how I talk, even in the South, which says a lot, to be honest. Like, for an example, you know, A-U-N-T, aunt. Some people say aunt. Some people say aunt. I say ain't. And one of my friends makes fun of me every time I say ain't. Like my Aunt Joanne or my Aunt Lady. Yes, I have an Aunt Lady. She's like, ha ha, you said ain't. That's just what I've always said. It's how I was raised. And like window is winder. Hollow is holler. And it makes it potato is potato. So it makes it difficult when I go. When I was younger, I didn't really think much about it. But I went to a book convention. That's actually how this channel got started. Is I went to a book convention some years ago, and it was in Nashville. And I thought, okay, it's in Nashville. People are going to sound like, people do not sound like me. They don't. They sound way, in my opinion, better. Though I do have a friend, Nadine, who lives in Ireland, who says I have the best accent in the world. So we shall go with that. I liked that. And that was actually part of the reason that I'm like, I'm going to put that on my list, because I want to be okay with my accent. That is such a random goal, but I want to be okay with it. I want to be able, that's why I talk so slow on YouTube videos sometimes, because I'm trying to think of the correct way to say things. And yes, those videos are me trying not cover up my accent, but make it not as thick, because y'all, it's thick. It's Appalachian English is what, like I said, my sister found out that that's what it is. And not many people, not everybody in the South talks like this. Trust me. Trust me. So, my goal, my personal goal, is to be okay with how I speak, and to it put in videos, not thanks so much on my accent. If I'm talking about a book, now if I'm talking about a book called The Hollow, I'm going to call it The Hollow. But if I'm going to say something so yonder, or I'm going to think more about the content of what I say and not trying to say it correctly. Oh my gosh. It's going to be rough. I didn't finish that story. The reason I started this channel was, well, I had the channel in 2010, but I didn't post videos. The reason I started posting videos was because I was so self-conscious of my accent around other people that wasn't my family or people around here where I live, that I was like, okay, that I like shelled up and clammed up at the convention, and I was like, I didn't want to talk. So part of the reason I started this channel was for me to get used to how I talk and not be embarrassed or second guess or whatever of my accent. So, and I kind of put that on the back burner because I want to sound like other people. But you know what? This is me. This is how I talk. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but this is how I talk. And I'm going to be focused more on the content of what I say. And hopefully you can get past this twang. Some people like it. Nadine says it's the best one in the world. And like I said, we're just going to go with that. So that's my personal goal, is to be okay with how I speak. And to be more concentrated about what I say and not how I say it. There we go. If you want to hear more from me, bless you, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. It helps so much. I would love to get up to 1,000 subscribers so I can do all the cool things you get to do if you have 1,000 subscribers, which would be mainly talking to y'all more when on the main page, and you can do like community posts, which would be amazing because I'd love to talk to you. If this video is anything that you like, please hit the thumbs up button. Tell your friends and neighbors about it in the comments. Tell me what your writing goals are, what your reading goals are, how you like accents. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.